Hello, it's the Wise Willow, and welcome to a mod showcase video. In this episode, we are going to do the Metroid mod. I thought it looked pretty cool, so that's what we're going to do. First things first, we're going to check out the weapons. Weapons are cool. Let's test out the Paralyzer first. Paralyzer is crafted with 6 Chozite bar and 2 energy shards. Most of the weapons in this mod basically use this exact recipe. It is dropped by the first boss, Chorizo. We'll check him out later. He has his own structure and everything. It's very cool. Let's test this out. If you spam, it doesn't do as much. You gotta let it charge up. There's about 12 if you spam, and if you let it charge, it does about the same, honestly. So let's test out the power beam. You can't get this quite yet. You have to beat the first boss before you can actually obtain it. But basically same recipe. Let's test it out. It's a auto fire, which is pretty cool. This weapon can overheat though, so you can't just spam it for too long. I mean, it still does pretty decent damage even when. It's about 45 when overheated, and about 60, 70 damage when it's not. Let's try the missile launcher. Does 71, just one, and if you spam, it can do about 115. The missiles are a little weird to obtain. You have to obtain them through killing enemies. So there you go. As you can see, the enemy dropped missiles, which you use to use this weapon. There's also a accessory you can get. I guess I'll get it right now. Called the missile expansion. You get it from just the dungeon. You might be able to get it from other things, I'm not too sure. But you can add that, and then you can hold even more. And the cool thing about this accessory is if you get multiple, like let's say you got like a ridiculous amount, you'd never get this much. Now you can hold about 1,000, so that's pretty cool. But if you were to spam this, it does about 180. Not bad, but these can be upgraded using the different attacks. The charge beam can make it charge up, just like in the Metroid games. But here's another weapon you can get called Spazer Beam. You get this from either crafting it. I also believe Eye of Cthulhu can drop it, which makes it shoot 3 times, which is very cool. You can also put the charge on it, make it do even more. So it might be better just to spam it, honestly. But let's test out the missile launcher now. And normally it did about 150, it seems. But you can also add the same thing. You can put the super missiles, which is hard mode. Oh wow, that did about 500 there. So I guess I can do pretty good. There's also the ice missiles, which have an actual really cool effect. It completely freezes the enemy for about a few seconds, which is very cool. So now let's test out the morph ball. Cool thing about the morph ball is it can actually do what it does in game. But yeah, it can do that. It also has upgrades. You could put the morph ball bombs in it, which you get for crafting this. I think you can also get that in the first dungeon. You can do little explosions. Not bad, about 40. It also has upgrades. So there's like morph ball, Betsy morph ball. There's a drill morph ball, allows you to, mine. I don't want to destroy my entire setup though. But there are different kinds of morph ball bombs. Basically one of every flavor. So if you like Frostburn, you can get Frostburn. Curse Flames. I'd say that's pretty good for all the weapons. Now we can check out the armor. Oh wait, there's one thing. There's also these things, which you can get just by crafting things in each stage of the game. And then once you get them all, you can turn it into the Omega Cannon, which is just like the super, like Zenith level. Got the Shark Coil. And then the Volt Driver. Oh, it charges. A lot of combinations in this mod, which is very cool because it allows for replayability. So now let's check out the armors. Got the Chozite armor, which is the first armor you make in the game. Chozite is a naturally occurring ore, which you get by mining it with a gold pickaxe or higher. This is what it looks like. Set bonus is allows somersaulting and wall jumping. Higher climbing claws, you know. Doesn't have too much defense, but it could definitely get you past the first few bosses. But now for the actual armor. Oh yeah, I guess I'll also show you this. This is just a neat little grappling hook you can get. You make it with same stuff as the other stuff. It reminds me of the Overhaul mods grappling hooks. But now for the actual armor. This one has got a lot of confusing interfaces that I don't really understand that much, but the Sense move, which is like more or less just a Shield of Cthulhu, just you can't do it in the air. Which is very cool. It also has this cool feature, which you can go straight through him. Very cool. So it's almost like a better Shield of Cthulhu. And it has this cool feature, like just like the weapons, you can upgrade it using different things. So I'll show you these three. The first one you get just by with 45 Hellstone bar. I think you might get this in hard mode, yes, you do. With tier 3 hard mode bars and large reptile tissue. And then the gravitation suit you get from Post-Mex. Oh, like Bantoon, another boss. Let's see this one. Get a completely new look. Does basically what this does, just a little better. A lot better, actually. And then once you get the upgrade, you get a different suit, which does the same thing, just better. And the gravitation suit, you don't actually put here, you put it here. No, I don't know what it does, if it's any different. Doesn't look like it is, just stronger. Gets more defense. And then we get the accessories, which go in the boots section. These are the Space Jump boots. You get them from a bottle and an energy tank, which you can craft from once you beat Inner Worlds of Brent Cthulhu. Put that in jump, so you can, here, let me take these off. So you can do a little double jump, and you can also pair it with the high jump boots, which you craft with more Chozai, Energy Shard, Topaz, Emerald, and then you can jump super high. Oh yeah, here's another accessory that you can obtain. Thought it was pretty neat. The Life Reserve means when, right as you die, here, I'll try and show you it. There you go, it should have stored health. I don't know if it actually has or not. Automatically uses the stored hearts to save you from death. I think those are the stored hearts. Yeah, there we go. That's very cool. The way you obtain that, by slowly upgrading these little things. Which you start out with this, which you get from the reserve tank, which you can just craft with energy tanks and light crystals. And then you just slowly go up the path. And then once you get to this one, so not too difficult, pretty easy to get actually. There's only one last thing I want to show you, and that is the boss. Alright, so here's the structure. These always spawn in the desert. You're meant to fight this guy with the Chozite Greaves and all that, but this guy is kind of a lengthy fight, so I'm just gonna fight him with this stuff, just so you can, you know, get an idea of what it's like. So let's start him. Chorizo. Very cool. He does basically the same attack over and over again. He just throws these little bombs at you. His head fell off. See, now he's going super quick. And now he's doing this. And there you go. And once you defeat him, you get this little NPC that spawns in that can give you this, which just gives you some ancient, just vanity stuff. As well, Chorizo drops, you know, this stuff, the energy shards and Chozite ore. So if you didn't want to mine for the Chozite ore, you could just fight this guy over and over again. And the way you fight him is you just put him down, and he'll fall down like this. And then you can go again. Very cool mod, I think. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below what you thought, and check out the mod. I'll leave it in the description. It's very cool. You can also just search up Metroid on the TModLoader workshop page, and it should pop up. So yeah, bye!